In Stella 4.0, we have expanded the way that you can display information about a variable. I'm going to demonstrate this in a model that uses placeholders, which is probably the most powerful way that this can be done. Of course, it can also be done with regular variables. So here we have two placeholders. One is arrayed, one is not arrayed, based on some variables that are in the model. And below that, I have two text boxes. And you can see the text boxes are displaying information about the variable that is currently chosen for that placeholder. If I double click on the text box, you can see that rather than the names, I get the expressions of the curly bracket, a $ curly bracket with the name of a variable inside it, and then some of the attributes of the variable we're looking for. You can edit these directly here. It's a lot more convenient to edit them over in the panel, because in the panel there's a plus button to insert a new variable. So I've left name blank here. I could add a variable name. For example, I could take the variable in the root module, and I could say a question mark for its element, which means it will respond to the drop-downs. And that would show the variable's value. You can see 28 shows up there now. But I could do other elements of that. I can show its name. Then clicking on the checkbox would show on the other side the name of the variable. Of course, the name of the variable is just the variable I chose, although the array element's filled in. But with placeholders, if I use a placeholder here instead, I can do the same thing by clicking on the plus and grabbing the placeholder, which would be arrayed placeholder, again using a question mark. And then I left the name in place when I did that. And now you'll see that this will display. Just taking away the extra curly bracket I have here. This will display arrayed placeholder name. And the name here is going to be root level 1 dim. And the reason it's showing that is because I put a display name for this placeholder for that particular variable. If we go through the different variables that are for this placeholder, it's actually a little bit hard to see here, you can see that the names show up either with the label or with the full variable name, depending on which one I choose. The exact same substitutions can also be used on the interface. And on the interface, we also have the option of using info boxes or annotations to display information. So here I'm displaying in a text box, and here I'm displaying it in an annotation. Same set of information. If I run this model, you can see that you get the variable displayed as expected. And again, you can see the names are showing up, depends upon whether or not they have a name in the placeholder. And then as we scroll it, you can see the values that are shown are changing as we scroll. So this is a fairly flexible way to get a variety of information about variables into an interface or on the model layer itself, using the substitution values for placeholder. In this case, placeholders, you can use them with regular variables as well. So this model is available. It does actually do all the different elements of what you can use the placeholder, including arrays and whatnot. So you can kind of see how those can be used.